Alright, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dopamine Hero. A little bit about myself. I absolutely love superheroes with an absolute passion. My dream is to make my own and have them out there, create my own comic universe, my own cinematic universe and shit like that. So this for me is a bit of, I guess, kind of studying or just like trying to figure out what I want to do here. And I love talking about superheroes. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet as of videos, as for videos, I guess. I don't know, but trying to figure it out. This is brand new for me. This is literally my first video. This is literally my first video, so please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and make sure to comment. Let me know your opinions on whatever I have to say. And I'm really just gonna be ranting or just talking about, not ranting, but more so just talking about the movie that I just saw, Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. Finally got to see it, and it was fucking honestly great. I had a great time watching it. I watched it with some friends. It was actually pretty cool. I definitely enjoyed it more than Captain America Brave New World, rather. It was just not good. You could tell it was really cut around, and it was just not. I really didn't enjoy it, and it had a lot of potential, and it just flopped all the way through. The best scenes in the movie were of Red Hulk, and it's not even his movie. It felt more like a Hulk movie than a Captain America movie, unfortunately. The leader didn't even do the leader right. They didn't even call him the leader. Unfortunate. But that's for another video, I guess. I can make another video about that, talking about how crap that movie was, because it was, unfortunately, it was very mid. I had a lot of, you know, hope for it, but yeah, it is what it is. Anthony Mackie deserves better. He's a great actor. He's a good dude. He definitely deserves better scripts and definitely better everything, honestly. He was great, and I liked Joaquin. Joaquin wasn't so bad. All right, anyways, I'm getting distracted. This is more so how I am. I get very distracted. I have ADD, or ADHD, rather, so I am very all over the place, and I'm just kind of sporadic when I talk, and I get a little lost in whatever I'm saying. If you're not a fan of that, then go ahead and click off, because that's who I am, and I can't change that for anyone, you know, and I won't change that for anyone. So let me get into Thunderbolts. I wrote down here in my notes things that I'm happy about, things that I am, let's see here, hold on, I gotta scroll down, things that I'm kind of about, just a little iffy about, things that I'm upset about, and then things that I'm very unhappy with. And so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the things that I liked about the movie. Combat was absolutely incredible. It was great cinematography. Honestly, it was very reminiscent of some fighting scenes in Captain America Winter Soldier, which in my opinion, besides Shang-Chi, is like one of the best combat movies in Marvel. Like, it's just the scenes, like the combat scenes are so good. They're honestly so good. Very well choreographed, and it's just so cool. When Captain America hits somebody, when Winter Soldier hits anybody, you feel the impact, you feel the force and the power there, and it's like, man, it was really cool, and I felt that it was lacking in Brave New World with Anthony Mackie, unfortunately. But in this movie, Thunderbolts was great. Everybody, lots of super soldiers. Ghost was very cool. Taskmaster, I will get to in a second, but everybody did great, and obviously, do I even need to talk about Sentry right now? Like everybody who saw that just knows, like, this guy just absolutely rips. Like, there's no stopping this guy. Lewis Pullman absolutely killed it. So I thought the plot was pretty interesting, and it had me feeling bad for some of the protagonists, especially Elena Belova and Bob Reynolds Sentry. I really connected with them very well in this story. I feel like they were very humanized, and I love Bob. He's very tortured and very abused and very just in so much pain and so much loneliness, just very dark. And so I love that they really dove into his character, and I'm glad that they did a good job at doing it. I was very scared that they wouldn't do him well, but they did him pretty well. Like I said, I feel that they did a Sentry pretty well in this story. I'm not upset at all, which is like a great sign. Like, I'm very happy with what I saw, all the action scenes, all the scenes of just him just being sad and shit like that, him towards the end fighting the Void, like, all of it was great. Absolutely amazed by Lewis Pullman's performance. It was so good. Like, he's a great actor, dude, and I honestly, I couldn't see anybody else doing it. I know there was rumors, or it was potentially going to be Steven Yeun, who I absolutely love. That's Glenn, my favorite freaking character in Walking Dead. Come on, man. Glenn, people, stand up. Come on. But for real, oh my God, Steven Yeun is an absolute powerhouse of an actor. He's so good. I loved Beef as well, by the way. So incredible. But I am glad that we did get Lewis Pullman instead, because I really can't see anybody else being him. I can't see anybody else being Sentry, and he just looks just like him, man. And in his face, you see the pain, you see the awkwardness, the shyness. It's so good. He does so good. He's got the perfect face for it. He has the voice, even his voice is like intimidating, and it was good. It was so good, especially the Void voice. Oh man, get out of here. That was incredible. Back to Steven Yeun, by the way. I think he would be an incredible Martin Lee. Do I need to say more? Steven Yeun as Martin Lee, Mr. Negative? Come on. It's not even that hard to imagine, bro. You just like go. If you don't believe me, go picture. Either I'll put it up on the screen, or just go to Google, look up some pictures of him in a suit and tie, and tell me that is not Mr. Negative. Like a younger Mr. Negative. He's about like 40 years old now, which I thought he was like around 30 something, but he's I think 41 now, which is like whoa, wow. He looks definitely young for 40, but he's like good, dude. Like it would be like he just got like the perfect face for it, man. Like I really see it, and I really want to believe that that's gonna happen, and I hope so. In the same way that I really wanted John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and then we got him in Multiverse of Madness, and they popped his head and turned him to spaghetti. What the hell was that? What was that? That was terrible. That was like 5 seconds of Reed Richards to go, yeah, incursions, and then he's like, hey, didn't you guys start in the 60s? So, oh yeah, the little nod, yeah, man, yeah, we were, yeah, and then it's like, hey, man, I got a wife and kid at home, Wanda, you can't do this to me, hey, stop right there, you gotta turn yourself in. What'd you say? And then Black Bolt. All right, great. And then, hey, that's it. Hey, that's my friend's head there that you mess with. And he reaches out. What? Spaghettification and head pop? Are you nuts? What is that? That was crazy. First of all, insane level of power that Wanda has. Wow. But like, bro, what the heck did she just do to Reed Richards? That was like in 2 minutes, dog. That was terrible. But I'm getting sidetracked here. That's what I'm talking about. ADHD. Can't blame me. You like it? Cool. Don't like it? Get out of here. Respectfully. Get out of here. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, you hear? All right, but for real? Oh yeah, I was talking about Martin Lee. Yep, of course. And so, yeah, dude, just like look at some pictures of him in a suit and tie, and you'll see like it really is. It would be some great casting. I honestly, I really do think so. Anyways, another point that I liked about Thunderbolts was that I really liked Yelena Belova in this movie. Honestly, I really did. Or should I say Yelena, like the Russians say it, like with a little accent. How cute. She was honestly great. Like she felt very real and very human, which is like we really need that in MCU. Like there's so many people with superpowers, and like dude, we really need these human characters so much. Like that's why I love Daredevil. He's human. Like so we love Batman. He's human. I know Batman's in DC, but you know what I'm saying? Like we love these human characters, dude. We love them. They're so real. We connect them the most. We want to be the ones who are the superheroes. We aspire to be them, but we are the ones who are human. It's so cool. But she was, to have such a flawed character in the movie. All of them were very flawed, and she redeemed herself. She redeemed her light through that darkness, through Void and all that stuff, and it was just so good. Honestly, like it was very sweet. It was very nice to see somebody be reborn in that way and to come back from the dark sid. We saw that with Bucky. We saw that with Winter Soldier, and that was a very cool thing. And that scene, I forget where. I think it was in Falcon and Winter Soldier, where he was in Wakanda, and they did the little therapy thing around the fire pit or whatever. He was like crying and letting go of all the trauma and all that. Incredible, very great scene. I loved that, and we need more stuff like that. More real, like people traumatized and getting over it, or not getting over it rather, and like you know what I mean. We need to see that because that's what we go through. But we need to see that and connect with it, so we can connect with it rather. But yeah, I felt really connected to her, and Bob's darkness, it like resonated with me because I feel some types of way on a daily basis. Like I have depression. There's loneliness, anxiety, overthinking, all this type of stuff. Like I feel those things. We all do. So it's like we all, of course, seeing them, we're gonna connect with that and gonna resonate with it. For me, it's a very special movie for me. And then with that being said, about the emotions brought up in this movie, the writing was also done very well. I enjoyed the script big time. Everyone's lines felt like theirs. Big message in the movie about like not being alone was beautiful. Honestly, answered some questions for me that I personally had in life. And so Red Guardian, that takes me to Red Guardian. Come on, dude. David Harbour killed it. Every time he freaking pops up as Red Guardian, he does so good. I love him as Red Guardian. He's amazing. Red Guardian was the heart of this film, to be fair. Like, he just honestly was the heart of the film. Absolutely so. And, he's looking for that hero, that hero wave, man. He's trying to get that hero life, man. He wants that. He misses that. He was a hero. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he's not a villain or nothing. Like, he's just like a forgotten hero. You know what I mean? And he's like a bum. Like, you know what I mean? But like, he's always wanted to be a hero. He's always showered in that glory of being a hero and being loved by the people and protecting them. And like, he's always loved that. And then how he says like, there's no higher calling. Like, yes, there is no higher calling. That's a beautiful way of seeing it. And I'm so glad that he had that perspective. He was the heart of this movie. The only complaint that I had about him is kind of like if you watch Demon Slayer, it's kind of like Zenitsu, where Zenitsu's always yelling and crying and like always just like, just shut up. So always screaming. Like, shut up already, dude. Such a cool character, but just stop yelling. That's the same thing with Red Guardian. Red Guardian just yells, man. Just stop yelling. Yes! And then how about a second time? Yeah! It's like, okay, enough. Stop yelling already, bro. Like, why do you have to yell? I understand it's a part of his character and like his personality and shit, but damn, man. Man's yelling in everyone's ears all the time, man. It was screaming. I find that kind of a little annoying. And that goes for any character like that. But at the same time, I do understand that's a part of their character and whatever. Like, it's enjoyable on screen. at least somewhat, and it's not super annoying, but it does kind of start getting annoying because he just does it so much. But yes, he was so sweet with Yelena and answered such a deep question she had bobbing around her head since like long before the movie even started. Then she used that advice to save Bob. You know, without Red Guardian, honestly, like none of that would have even happened. So, you know, Loki just came in clutch here with that fatherly advice, man. That was so nice of him. That was so sweet, and it was good. It was great writing there, and I was like, wow. Even me, I was like, wow, that was good. And then that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Wiping the tear away, like, yeah, well, that's what I just said. Twins. But like, just honestly, like, it was so cool. Yelena and Bob both really needed those answers, and Red Guardian was able to provide the answer like very, honestly, pretty easily. And that really surprised me because that's a hard question to answer, and that's a question that I had myself, and that kind of answered it for me, even though I almost kind of knew that, but I maybe was forgetting it, and to have that reminded to me was a very powerful move on Marvel. That was just like, I mean, it's just a nice sweet moment that all movies try to put that message, that hidden message, that big message in a movie, and I feel like that message in this movie was perfect, and I really resonated with it a lot. For example, I have days I'm really down and disappointed in myself, maybe even for no reason. It's just how I feel that day. So I'll go through that whole day feeling like shit, bring myself down. So to me, I look like a sad sack the whole day, like a bum or some shit. But if I were to go hang with my friends, they don't see that. They see the good that's in me, and they help bring that light back within me. And I'll be happier and laughing with them and stuff. And like, at least while they're there, like things will be better. That may be temporary, but at least for that moment, in that moment, it's better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's not as bad. It's a bit lighter. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not fully gone, that darkness or that depth of sadness, but it's definitely lighter. You know what I'm saying? It is. You can't deny that. Well, it does help lighten things up when you're not alone, you know? And obviously, you go home, the process repeats itself, but then you go and you hang again. You got to bring yourself out of it. You can just sit in that sadness, you know? There's so many things in life that I have to do with myself, and it overwhelms me. So there's like so many things that I have to learn and master with my time here in this life. But even me wanted to do everything by myself, and I would love to do everything by myself. Trust me, I can't possibly do that. Like, it's not possible for me to do everything by myself. Sometimes I'm gonna need help, and I'm gonna need other people, maybe friends, maybe people I have to hire or whatever it may be. Because for example, like, I just can't do everything by myself. But for example, if I wanted to make a big movie right now, like just right now I want to make a huge movie, which is not possible, but if just for example, right? I couldn't make that movie because I wouldn't have a crew. You know, I would have to be the crew. You know, I would have to also be the director. I would be the director normally, but you know, I'd have to be on the camera as well. I'd have to be the cameraman. I'd have to, which is fine, I guess, but then I'd have no actors or cast, or you know, so like I'd have to be all the characters myself, like on some Eddie Murphy shit, like, which is like, what the? Though it might be funny, it's not what I would want. I would have no writers, which means I have to write everything myself, which would be probably pretty difficult for a big movie. I'd probably want more writers to help to assist me on trying to complete a script like properly, with like just a genuinely good script, or else I wouldn't even start the movie. But then, you know, like, then no editors, no developers, no anything. So like, I'd have to do all that myself too. Like, I can't do everything myself. I can't possibly bust out an entire big movie, a big production like that by myself. I could not do that. That is impossible. I can do many things myself, but not everything, you know? So that's an important lesson to be heard. Can't do everything yourself. Sometimes you need the help of others. What we need to do as a people is not be afraid to ask for that help, to be honest. Like, that's what friends are for. I know I'm talking a bit much here, but the lesson in the movie answered that question for me personally, which was great. And I hope everybody was feeling that too, and that maybe hearing me talk about this, maybe they learned something, or maybe they hear something, or I reminded them or something, and I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, continuing on with Thunderbolts. The second post-credit scene, that's exactly what I was like wanting. Like, that's a post-credit scene right there. Like, that's absolutely just exactly what I wanted. Like, nothing too much, nothing too little. Just like 2 years into the future, we're fucking chilling, brother. Like, we are actually out there in the future looking at these guys as an Avengers team. Like, finally actually grouped up and like properly like got new suits, and their base looks cool, and like, dude, like, it's just Bob is still Bob, unfortunately. But at the same time, it's a good thing because that means he's probably, well, is it a good thing? I'm just scared that he's gonna get the smart Hulk treatment for Doomsday, which is most likely what's gonna be happening here, because he's still Bob, and he said in the post-credit scene, hey, I can't be Sentry without the Void, so like, you know, there's no, you know, I'm just Bob right now, you know, but I did the dishes or whatever. That's what he said. And so like, it was interesting. I was like, okay, trying to figure out what they're gonna do for Doomsday with Sentry, because he's too powerful. He's gonna have to get written out of the story or something quickly, because he's just like too powerful. He's gonna stop the entire thing too quick. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but now it looks like they're doing some sort of smart Hulk thing where it's like in Doomsday he won't be able to do anything. He'll just be like, they'll be like, oh, we gotta go. Like Yelena and the rest of the team, the new Avengers, they gotta go. We gotta go stop this guy, man. We gotta keep keep washing the dishes and like don't let any strangers in the house or whatever, man. Like just watch the place. Like, all right, I got it, guys. Don't worry about me. I'll be here. I'll be chilling, guys. So freaking drinking my Slurpee and I'm chilling, dude. Like he'd just be sitting there and then like whatever happens in Doomsday happens. They get sent to Battle World and then he's like, oh shit. Like he hears about it. Bob hears that they got taken down or they got defeated. He probably thinks they're dead or something and they're gone. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're not dead, they're gone. They're not there anymore. Which means what? Bob is now alone again. Which means what? The Void returns. The Void. The Void and the Void. That motherfucker returns. Big time. He's going to get hit with such a fat negative wave of emotions, dude. It's gonna freaking smack him around and he's gonna feel so alone again. And he's gonna get scared. He's gonna get anxious and all those emotions are gonna come flooding back and he is going to flip. Like he is going to freaking flip. And so then I assume that they would have that little transformation at the end of Doomsday, like towards the end of Doomsday, or just in the beginning of Secret Wars. But I would like to see that at the end of Doomsday, so then we're like, oh shit, like the next movie's about to be crazy. Like this man's about to save them. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Other than that, yeah, Fantastic Four finally making their debut into the MCU, into our main MCU universe. We finally see how they actually enter we don't see how, actually. We see that they do. We see that they arrive in our universe through the Excelsior ship, having the 4 on it, clearly stating that that's the Fantastic Four, obviously symbolizing that's them. But it's just like, what? Why are they here? And me personally, I already knew that they were gonna arrive in our universe some way, shape, or another. Like, obviously, everybody knows that, right? This, for me, honestly confirms. Well, it doesn't confirm it, but for me, it does that their universe will be destroyed in the Fantastic Four movie, like the Fantastic Four's universe, because incursions are definitely happening, and I think they're gonna happen probably because of Reed. Like he's probably gonna be the one who causes them in an attempt to stop Galactus, but ultimately fail. I think Franklin Richards will actually be the one. Franklin Richards will be the secret bomb in this movie that will be the actual reason that they will have to leave the universe. Either to get him away from Galactus by going to another universe, which is my kind of main theory, which is what I think Marvel would try to do, even though I would prefer this second theory, which is more of what I want. And that is that Franklin Richards destroys their universe with his reality warping baby brain on accident. He might be the cause of the incursion, and Reed Richards thought that it was himself, but it wasn't. Or like Reed's will save the worlds from colliding, but Franklin will still end up destroying it by his own hands, but like by mistake. Like he's gonna be a baby with reality warping powers. Like I don't think he's gonna understand how to use them. He's obviously not gonna understand how to use them, and he's definitely gonna make some huge mistakes. Like it's like cataclysmic. So like it's gonna be pretty wild. I think that Franklin is going to be the whole sole reason Galactus is going to that Earth, and as well as what destroys their universe and why they have to seek refuge in 616. You know what I'm saying? And so that's honestly what I prefer, but I feel like they might go with that first theory because Marvel just seems to not do the cooler thing. But anyways, back to Thunderbolts. I know that was a bit of a little break talking about, you know, little Fantastic Four shit, but back to Thunderbolts. Like, can I just say, like, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine was absolutely evil in this movie, like by a mile. It's just like, bro, she was horribly unlikable in this movie in the best way. Like, and I mean that in the best way. Like, she's supposed to be like that. Like, that's not her, like, oh, that's just like the actress sucks and she's not unlikable. No. She killed it. She did very good because that's exactly how she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be villainous, dude. This woman is a villain. Like, she is evil. She's actually evil. Like, she's just not a good person at all. She's really not. She's like Amanda Waller, you know? Like, she's just not a good person. This woman is cold, man. And she's just evil, very unlikable, but very fucking great performance, man. Honestly, great performance. Just like absolute narcissistic asshole. And it was just like, man, like she was really hard to like in this movie, but it really made it like annoying. Where she's like, oh man, this lady, man, like holy crap, she really gets under your skin. But anyways, that's what I was happy about, you know, with Thunderbolts. Now to get onto the stuff that I was kind of about, a little iffy about. It's really just one thing that I'm kind of iffy about, and it's John Walker's attitude. Hello? Like, man was a absolute straight up asshole. Throughout the whole movie, he was a complete asshole. Like, it's like, dude, like, what is up with you? What is your problem? But then we learn what the problem is, and his wife and baby left him, and that's like, and that's after him getting rejected by the world as Captain America, and that's like, all right, now you can kind of see, yeah, I would probably be an asshole too, my friend. Not gonna lie, I can sympathize with you. I can understand what you're going through, John Walker. I can get it. I have not gone through that myself. Hope to God that I don't. It's like probably would be an asshole too, dude. I'd probably be very angry, very upset, and grieving, or like, you know what I mean, just upset, very angry. And we get it, you know, we get it. But at the same time, it's just like, damn, man, this man's attitude was just fucking, he's such an asshole. Like, it's just such an asshole. Like, it's like, man, can this guy just not be an asshole for a second? You know, it's like, that was the only thing where it's just like, he was just too much of a bit of too much of an asshole in this movie, but you understand why. So it kind of redeems that a bit. And I'm sure that going forward, he'll still be an asshole, but not so much of an asshole. You know what I mean? By the way, Wyatt Russell, hello, absolutely killing the role. He's doing such a good job as John Walker. I couldn't imagine anybody else as John Walker. He's doing a great job. He's really doing great. But yeah, I would just hope that they tone down the little asshole bit just by a little bit, just by a little hair, so that, you know, we don't start to hate him by mistake. You know what I'm saying? But that's up to them with the rating. All right, but now to the things that I'm upset about Thunderbolts. This is where I finally talk about Taskmaster. What the fuck was that? Why? Why did they do that? First of all, Black Widow, why did they introduce her in that movie and she just sucks? The combat wasn't bad. The combat was okay. It's just more so like, who is this lady, dude? I don't care about this daughter, bro. Like, where is, I don't even remember the actual Taskmaster's name, bro. What is it? Something Weathers? I don't even remember anymore. I completely forgot his name like an idiot. Oh, Tony Masters. Isn't it Tony Masters? Bro, where is he, bro? Like, where the heck is this guy? Like, who is this girl, bro? Like, who is, I don't care about this Guillermo's daughter. I don't even know what the heck the guy's name is anymore, bro. I don't Javitsky? I don't freaking know. Who cares about your daughter, dude? Let her die, bro. We don't care about her. Pull the mask off and it's her. Get the frick out of my face. Who the hell is that? Bring me actual Taskmaster and do them properly, man. Dude, that was terrible. And then to the Thunderbolts, oh, hey, hello. Yay, let's just like, right in the beginning, just kill them off. Ghost kills her immediately. Pretty much almost instantly. Not almost instantly. They fought a little bit, but then boom. It's like, dude, a headshot. Why? Oh my god, dude. Like, it's like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Though Ghost makes sense that she's a bit unpredictable. Somebody like her, somebody like Deadpool would be unpredictable. You know what I mean? And that would be a person that'd be hard to fight. For Taskmaster, I'm saying. But damn, like, it's just like, man, they really just killed her off so quickly. And I don't know why. They did her really dirty, and it was for no reason. There was zero reason to kill her off, and I really don't understand. They even opened her mask, and she even spoke more. Like, I'm pretty sure she didn't even speak at all in the Black Widow movie. Then she just speaks to Yelena in this movie. I'm like, what the? She talks now? And I'm like, I already knew going to the movie she was gonna be dead, because she's not anywhere in the promo. She's just like not there. So it's like, okay, she's clearly dead. So it's like, yep. And then they kill her off. I'm like, all right, but like that? Damn. I thought it was gonna be at least maybe some heroic shit. Just boop. Like, whoa. And that's what stops the fight. It's like, what the hell? What's wrong with you guys? That was crazy, honestly. That honestly upset me because it was for no reason. And Taskmaster, if you are a fan of Taskmaster, you know how much potential that character has. It's like, come on. I really wanted to see Taskmaster go up against Deadpool really badly. Like, very much so. And I hope that in this new little reboot after Secret Wars, the soft reboot, that they do an actual Tony Masters and we get a Taskmaster for real, so we can actually freaking see him fight Deadpool and see just how unpredictable Deadpool is. Because it's so fun. But anyways, now to the things that I was very unhappy with Thunderbolts. Just a few things here. I think maybe just two things. First of all, I knew I talked about the second post-credit scene earlier, but now it's time to talk about the first post-credit scene. The first one. What is wrong with Marvel that they keep doing these like jokey little like troll type of like post-credit scenes? Like, who wants that? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Like, for example, do you guys remember at the end of Multiverse of Madness, you like the post-credit scene where it's like it's Bruce Campbell punching himself in the face still because of the spell, and it's been 3 weeks, and then so he stops. He's like, it's over, and then that's it. That's the end of the movie. And then the second post-credit scene is like, or I don't even remember if there's a second post-credit scene. I was about to say the second post-credit scene is the Multiverse of Madness trailer, but that was Spider-Man No Way Home. So I think that was the only post-credit scene. Or no, it wasn't the only post-credit scene. I think that was the second post-credit scene, was it not? It wasn't the first one, the one with where so there were two post-credit scenes because Doctor Strange gets like the third eye or whatever. Wait, I'm confused. No, that was at the end of Multiverse of Madness, and then boom, it hits the credits, and then boom, we get the Clea post-credit, and then the Bruce Campbell, or either that or it's the other way around. But regardless, I don't care. The Clea one, cool. That's leading into other stuff. Cool. All right, good. That's a post-credit scene. Good. What I was very upset about was that Bruce Campbell one. Like, why do we need that? We don't need that jokey around. Like, we don't need that joking around, dude. We want to see something cool. We want to see what's next. That's the point of it. It's like, it's over. Really? Who cares? Why are you on the screen right now, dude? It's over. Yeah, it's freaking over. You're over. You were done freaking 20 scenes ago. Get out of here, Bruce Campbell. Should have been Mysterio in Spider-Man 4. That's another story. Holy. That's just one of the things I was very unhappy with in this movie. Nothing huge, just something so stupid. Like, I don't care about, I didn't even say what the post-credit scene was. It was freaking Red Guardian talking about the Wheaties box, trying to like get this woman to recognize him off the box. But it's just like, dude, like, all right, like, who cares? Like, just put something in there where it's like actually like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like something a bit more like, oh, something we want to see, bro. Like, I don't freaking know, dude. They're like, come on. Like, nobody wants to see that little joking around one. Like, yeah, it's funny, haha. But it's like, we don't want to see that one. We want to see the second one. The second one was what I was waiting for. I didn't move after the first one finished. I was like, there's a second one. There's no chance that they're not introducing Fantastic Four in this post-credit scene. No chance. Or at least talking about some more Avengers stuff. There's no chance. So I was like, I waited, and I was right. Second post-credit scene, then that was the amazing one. That's the post-credit scene that we deserved. We deserved the second one just as good as that one too. Anyways, brings me to the last thing that I was kind of just like upset about. Well, not really. I don't know why I'm saying very upset about this. I put this in the very upset category, but maybe I'm just more iffy about it because it's just silly. But the rubble scene. This lady's about to get crushed by this big piece of building, and it's like, don't crush me, don't crush me, building, And then out of nowhere, John Walker, all right, lady, I'm saving you. Crawl out of here. Freaking just holding it up. He's just holding it up, and then everybody else on the team, one by one, starts running up to help push it up and hold it. It's going down, But no, now with all of them together now it's moving up. And now they're pushing it, and they push it forward. And then everyone starts clapping. Yeah! Yeah, man! Holy shit, guys, you saved us from that big-ass rubble piece. You guys are amazing, dude. Freaking get out of here. I understand they're probably more capping. They're not capping. But they're clapping. I understand they're clapping more for like the fact that you just saved them from the entire thing there, not just that one piece of rubble. But that one piece of rubble was so pointless. The lady crawled away, did she not? Because when they're all running up there to hold it up, there was nobody there. So I'm like, okay, the lady clearly got away, guys. Drop it. Like, no, we gotta push it the other way. Together. It's like, oh my god, just drop the freaking rubble. Like, it's just like it was so stupid to me. It's just like, honestly, just drop it. Like, why not just let it drop? Move out of the run out of the way. To freaking jump out of the way, dodge it or something. I don't know, unless you really had to actually, because now he's gonna crush him, so now we gotta help him or whatever. It's like, just jump out of the way. Like, hey, John, jump out. I can't. I gotta lift this. Oh, God. Hurry, everybody, go lift him, go lift it, go. Together. Freaking, it just felt so silly to me. And then for them to clap right after that just felt so hilariously silly. Like, it's like, come on. That was the only scene where I was like, what the heck was that? Like, this... That was kind of a bit of a silly one, because I'm like, that type of thing where everybody's doing something together is a great scene, but not in that context and not in that, not in that scene. It's just like, whatever. Like, it felt so silly. What I liked more when they did that little together as a team move was when they were pulling Bob off of the void when he was beating his ass and he was getting consumed by the darkness because it's what he really wanted. They freaking pull him, they're all together, they gotta pull him off of him. You know what I'm saying? Or like hug him and pull him off of him and stuff. So it's like, that was a more team move, and that I really appreciated, and that was very sweet. And Bob having that emotional little crying moment where he's getting pulled off, that was very awesome. I liked it a lot, and that was a way better scene, a way better example of a team working together like that, rather than let's push up a fucking piece of building up a side of the street, for whatever reason, because the lady that we were saving already escaped it, so now we put ourselves into the danger, so now we have to lift up the rock and then push it down the street. It's like, all right, such a silly scene to me. Other than that, I honestly really enjoyed the movie. It was a pretty great movie. Definitely one of the best movies we've received from Marvel in a while. Deadpool and Wolverine was also great, but it could have been so much better, and it should have been so much better. I feel like I could personally write a better movie than that. Like, it's like, there's not entirely, but just certain sections where it's just like, man, some things could have been better, and it's just like, But Brave New World sucked, and this was great. This movie was great. Fantastic Four trailer has been looking amazing, and I'm very, 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 very excited to see that. So I'm sure that Fantastic Four is going to be great, and MCU is probably going to be going up from here. So that's a very good sign, and that means that I'm going to be making more videos like this, just talking about it, just giving you my opinions, my thoughts as a normal human being, not some film study nerd or like I went to film school or whatever the heck kind of shit like that. Just a genuine fan who is passionate about superheroes in general, and I want to make my own stuff, and all that type of stuff. So all this for me is learning. I'm learning through all this stuff. I'm absorbing all this information. I'm basically studying all this, and I'm loving all this stuff. I'm very passionate about it. So I hope to make more videos like this, and I hope to make just more content like this, more anything like this. So yeah, if you watched throughout the entire thing, you watched the whole video the whole way through, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and to leave a comment. What you would think about my opinions, what you think, if you agree, if you don't agree, disagree with me, go ahead, disagree with me in the comments. I'm not gonna bite at you or anything like that. I'm not gonna fight you. Maybe I'll debate you, I don't know, maybe not. I'd love to see what you guys think. I'd love to see you guys' opinions, and if you agree or disagree with me. And if if you got any video ideas or anything that you would want me to do, please go ahead and leave a comment about that as well. But other than that, that is it. It has been Dopamine Hero, and I will see you later.